Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do something just a little different than the ordinary and take a look at a piece I made just a few days back. This is a custom base diorama for the Jungle Hunter Predator quarter scale figure by NECA. I've seen, scrolling through some of the videos out there on the tube, a lot of different collectors that have this figure do their own kind of custom display bases, like jungle floor theme for their Predator quarter scale figures. So I decided to take it upon myself to kind of throw myself out there and put one together. I'm not the most creative person or artistic person by any means, so I just wanted to share it with you guys because I know there's a lot of people out there that are into kind of the same things that I am. So I figured I'd share and have you guys take a look. So basically what I did here is, in order to get the materials, I went to two separate stores. I went to my local craft store, and that's where I picked up this wooden placard base. I picked up the brown paint to paint over it, and that was pretty much it, what I got there. And then the other stuff I got at my local pet store. I went into the aquatics section to pick up the foliage and this piece of driftwood log. And all of the other materials that I used are just what I had here. So I used hot glue to kind of secure everything down on this base. Like I said, I'm not the most artistic person, and this is not the most detailed jungle display, obviously. Some of the other people out there that I saw videos on, they're much more elaborate and much more, I don't want to say accurate, but much more detailed. But I thought that for what it is, it's pretty good. All the materials weren't that expensive. I also got the stones here. Those are stones for like fish tanks, things like that. The moss is like a decorative moss. They come in large sheets that you can get. And basically, I just glued everything down. Except the bases that the foliage, the fake foliage comes on, looks really cheap. So I glued the moss on top of that using that hot glue. But all in all, I think everything came out pretty decent. And, you know, I just think it's really cool and fits perfectly with the NECA quarter scale Jungle Hunter figure. So, like I said, this is something that I had been wanting to do for a while after seeing some of the displays that people make for their Predator figure. The only thing that I'm worried about is now that I don't have him on the Kaiser doll stand. And like I've stated in many of my reviews, these quarter scale NECA figures tend to be top heavy and they can fall down pretty easily. He's standing okay, luckily, right now. But, you know, if they're just freestanding, they're going to fall eventually. I mean, some people may have better luck than I have had, but, you know, after, I don't know, a few weeks, a few months maybe even, I've had mine just take head dives off of shelves. So I was debating, stupidly, I know I'm probably going to get crucified in some of the comments, about gluing him down. Luckily somebody had convinced me not to do that, and I'm very thankful that I didn't, because I definitely would have regretted it. But I was thinking about taking a drill and drilling some small holes the circumference of the prongs from the Kaiser doll stand, because that hook on the, or clasp on the Kaiser doll stand is removable from the actual base of it. So I was thinking about drilling two holes and filling them with hot glue and then sticking those prongs inside those holes. That way I could still clasp it around maybe his thigh, or if it's tall enough, hopefully his waist. I don't think it'll be tall enough, but probably around the thigh, just to give him a little extra stability. So I'm still toying with that idea. I might do it. If there's anybody out there that has any suggestions, please let me know. Another thing I did want to mention is I took those black ribbons that hang off both elbows and knee joints, and I cut those off and I put like an actual like suede, almost like leather looking material. I tied them on the same way the other ones were on, but it's a higher quality material, and it just looks a little classier than that cheap kind of black ribbon that was on there already. So just another custom detail that I did for this figure. But all in all, if you have the resources and if you have the time, certainly you can kind of throw something like this together. It's super easy, but from a distance it looks good, and it gives not only the figure but the character in general such a greater depth, and I'm really happy with it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Just figured I'd share it with you, and if I don't see you, have a happy holiday, happy new year, and I'll catch you on the flip side.